Okay, we're live. We are doing a review this time. We lost, I don't know, 5 videos or something. I'm not really sure what happened. Maybe I drunkenly deleted them. I don't know. Something happened. All the things I had filmed is gone. So instead of staying up super late while working, we're just going to do a live review. Today we have 3 different cigar series, cigar cut, cigar blend, whatever they want to call it, bottles. We're going to try them all, tell you which one we think is for what type of whiskey drinker, and if we like them, and we'll just see where it goes. So first we'll start with the Old Elk Cigar Cut. So this one, all of these are supposed to be whiskeys that pair well with a cigar. I don't smoke a lot of cigars, so I just really care about it being a flavorful whiskey that I like. This one is a straight bourbon whiskey finished in sherry, Armagnac, port, and cognac. It's 110.6 proof. A lot of people are not huge fans of Old Elk in general, but we thoroughly enjoy it.
I mean, people say it's too malty. I don't find it too malty. I kind of dig that softness that I guess that malt gives it. But we like single malts a lot too, and a lot of bourbon drinkers really don't like the single malts.
Yeah. So, but I mean, with that many finishes, can it really be too malty? We'll find out.
Yeah, so that's going to be all the way on our left.
Cheers.
Cheers.
Well, it smells fruity. It doesn't smell malty.
Yeah, so
it has that like very finished smell to it.
Yeah, that kind of grapey, winey. And there's a lot of wine finishes in this. So 1.5 years in the sherry cask, 1.25 years in the Armagnac, 3 to 8 months port, and 3 to 6 months in the cognac.
I tasted it.
110.6 proof. You tasted
it. I just couldn't wait. You were talking too much. But
oh yeah,
the first sip was really good. Anyway, there is a lot of that port and sherry influence for sure on this.
Yeah, so kind of a medium finisher for me. It's, I took that sip good 10-15 seconds ago. I'm just starting to feel it down in my chest. Lots of spice on the tongue, baking spices.
It does have some of that malt flavor though, like a malted, that kind of Play-Doh note that people call it. I think it's just kind of creamy, more than Play-Doh, but I don't eat a whole lot of Play-Doh. I don't think I did as a kid either. So, sorry, don't choke on your whiskey.
I almost spit it out. Yeah, that's solid. That's really good. And you can tell when I find something's really good, I give a lot less tasting notes and
yum.
A lot more
so good. But I mean, 110 proof, that's really my favorite proof point. It's flavorful. There's a lot going on. It's not just like one flavor. There's just a lot. I'm assuming if it was paired with a cigar, it would bring out, it would be even sweeter because that usually happens. But since I have smoked like 5 cigars in my life, I couldn't really tell you for sure what it does.
Yeah. So I watched another channel's live stream not too long ago, and I don't remember whose it was, but Nancy Fraley was on there, and they were interviewing her, just about general whiskey type things. And one of the people asked her that if the cigar blend or batch or whatever was truly meant to be paired with a cigar. And she was like, oh yeah, absolutely. We put all those big flavors and finishes into those whiskeys so they stand up to the cigar and kind of enhance it.
And I'm sure that would. I mean,
Yeah.
we're not going to light up a cigar in the house to test it out for you guys. I mean, we like you guys, but we don't like you enough to make my house smell like a cigar.
No. All right.
Okay, let's try the next one. What's the next one?
I'm going to set this guy down here. The next one is blue, right?
Yeah.
So this is the granddaddy. This is the Joseph Magnus cigar blend. This is batch 134. It's 57.04% alcohol. It's at 114.08. Guess you can kind of see that there. You want to do any more?
Did you say the finishes on it?
I did not say the finishes.
Okay, so straight bourbon whiskey finished in Armagnac, sherry, and cognac. So pretty similar finishes with the Old Elk. What was the Old Elk? It was Armagnac,
Port sherry,
cognac. So same finishes really, except that one had port and this one doesn't have port.
Yeah, and we don't know the base whiskey in this. I don't think either.
I mean, I don't know it.
I'm
I'm
like
sure
99% sure that Joseph Magnus is sourced.
probably.
Does it say distillation on there anymore?
I mean, it might, but we don't have lighting quite figured out in here, so it's kind of dark. It's kind of hard to see. I don't know. But that.
So I do get like that, I guess everyone calls it a medicinal cherry note. It kind of stands out.
Oh, that is way different.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to come off of the Old Elk onto this. I don't know that that's a good direction to go. But yeah, medicinal flavors. And I mean, we love this bottle, so it's not like we're not trying to make it sound bad, but that one was a lot more creamy, I think, because of the malt in it, where this one is more fruit.
It's like darker, deeper, richer. I feel this on the sides of my tongue, that baking spice, that needling on the sides of my tongue versus like on the tip of my tongue. It's just hitting in different spots in my mouth. It's kind of interesting.
Where does it say the batch number? Okay, so Echoes in Eternity. Thanks for hopping on. This one's 134 is the batch number for this one. I don't know what the good batches are or the bad batches. So, we just have the ones that we've been able to find.
I mean, I've been told that like 1 through 87 were like the holy grail of Joseph Magnus. But it's Joseph Magnus cigar batch. It's delicious, regardless of the batch. It's not like, for me, it's not head and shoulders above the Old Elk. I would have to A/B these guys to decide which ones I really like better.
They are very different, though. I would say a typical bourbon drinker that likes the typical finishes would probably lean towards the Joseph Magnus over the Old Elk because of that maltiness that you get with Old Elk.
Yeah. That maltiness gets a bad rap.
It does. I mean, we enjoy that, but I do know that there are plenty of people that do not enjoy it. But
Yeah. So shall we jump onto this third one here?
Sure, why not?
Saving the Rye 3 for third.
Oh, that's
so this is the Rye 3 cigar series. It's from Phenomenal Spirits. It's brand new. I've not seen a whole lot of reviews on this guy yet. It's coming in at 121.2 proof.
Ooh.
And it's finished in Madeira, rum, and Naranja.
We don't speak Spanish that well, so pardon our pronunciation of that. Hi, Brian. Nice to see you. It's nice to have people hopping on today.
Yeah.
So this one's a rye. So it's what's it called? This one's called Cigar Series Cask Strength, and it's a rye. They use 3 different rye whiskeys, some Canadian, some American, and then they blend them with 3 finishes. So they've got, he already said them, the Madeira, rum, Naranja, and then they further finish it with French oak staves. So there's a lot of finishes on this. It's not going to be a typical rye at all. I mean,
so honestly, off the nose, I think this is better than both of those previous ones.
I mean, for my preference, for sure on the nose. This one is so sweet. It's
Oh my.
not the typical notes you get on a rye, I would say.
No. So like, I guess as far as rye whiskeys go, a lot of people say, the Midwinter Nights Dram is where it's at. And we had some of that this last year. They say it was a down year for it, but it was
good.
Darn good. I also think like St. Sally the Nobleman is a great finished rye, but this one's something special. And
I mean, this is like, there's a lot of ginger, like a candied ginger on the nose. I mean, it is so sweet. It's like Christmassy, but like in a sweet way, not that like candle cinnamon Christmas that you can kind of get with other things. But
yeah,
like,
it's not waxy at all.
It's like desserts, like a cookie
definitely,
or a cake.
Yeah, think like a spice cake or a Christmas spice cookie with like an orange cream drizzle on it.
Yep, there's definitely some kind of orange flavor going.
That Naranja is the Mexican orange liqueur.
I don't know if it's Mexican, but maybe
Spanish.
We did search it up at one point, but my memory is not perfect. So but I'm sure someone else knows.
That orange does stand out in this, and it's really good.
It is really sweet though. Like you have to like sweet whiskey to enjoy this for sure. So this just came out like even a month ago. Has it been that long? And I mean, we've put a pretty good dent in that already. But part of that is he went when they released it. It was from the website, the
Phenomenal Spirits.
Rye 3. They sent me an email that it was being released. I hadn't even heard like beforehand. And I was just excited, and I hopped on and I bought it. And I was like, "Oh, I'm going to surprise him. We're getting this awesome cigar series bottle." And then we ended up with 2 bottles that came in the mail because I guess he did the same thing.
The exact same thing.
So I'm happy about it because it's really good. I'm hoping, I don't know if it's sold out or if they have another batch or what exactly, but I mean, this is amazing. I think if I were to pick out of the 3, this would be my favorite.
Me as well.
But it's really sweet.
My only complaint about this is when we went to open it, the cork kind of disintegrated, so I had to go to I've got like this gallon Ziploc baggie full of corks from bottles that we've killed, and I had
that's a Michter's.
That's a Michter's cork. So I had to find one to put in there.
I did forget about that.
And we have sent out a couple samples of this to other channels, but we've put most of that dent in it. This guy is phenomenal. If you can find this, either through their website or at a store, or
I don't know if it's even in stores. I mean, Rye 3 isn't in our area at all. It's all online. So I don't really know if it's in other areas, but this one's really good.
We got a couple people.
Yeah, we got a couple people. I assume. Do you think it's IB? AB? Anyway, thanks for hopping on. I know you've commented on videos from like when I first started. Yeah, so it's awesome. What else we got? Whiskey Road did a barrel pick. Was it a cigar series of this one? I wasn't really.
Yeah, I know they did a toasted. They did 2.
Well, I'm sure it's going to be good because this is really, really good.
Yeah.
Dessert like. I don't know that I even get any of those weird rye notes that people get other than spice. There's no like dill or
no. There's definitely
mint.
Not anything. I got no mint, no dill. It's just super sweet. I definitely can tell it's a rye, but it's a very well finished rye.
Yeah, I think the French oak staves also put a lot of flavor into this. So, what other things do we have that French oak?
So like Maker's 46,
Maker's
French
46, oak. That flavor is definitely
like
in this.
Half of the FAEs were French oak, half of the BRTs were French oak.
So yeah.
So we definitely are, everybody's chasing that French oak flavor, that the Maker's 46 puts out. But this is so good. And this was like $100, so half the price of the Joseph Magnus, and I think it's better. At least better than our 134 batch.
Yeah.
I think Echoes in Eternity said he has 129 and 156.
Yep. And the Possum Crew, I've only tried the Joseph Magnus and love it. I mean, we've got no complaints about any of these bottles. I think they're all amazing. I mean, if I were to pick one, though, it would be this Rye 3 for sure. Joseph Magnus, I don't know that I'd pair these together. I don't think this is a good match, these three, because they're so different. You know, you see Cigar on it, and you think, maybe they'll be similar. They're not similar at all. But this one's like desserty and sweet, and that one's more fruity, and that one's more malty. So I guess it's just whatever you can find and whatever one fits your profile.
Yeah, and if you just came in late, so we did the Old Elk cigar cut, the Joseph Magnus cigar batch or blend, just cigar blend, and that's batch 134, and then the Rye 3 cigar series. And I would say that, the Rye 3 cigar series was my clear winner. And I would have to A/B these guys and spend some time with them to decide, but they're very close.
Do you remember the price of the Old Elk?
I think we paid like $120 for it.
Okay.
It's been a couple months, but
not too bad. It's just the Joseph Magnus is expensive.
And the Joseph Magnus we got at the Total Wine. So it was like 180 something plus Washington State tax, which is ridiculous.
A lot.
It was over $200 out the door. Washington State it tears you up on taxes.
Okay, well, I think that's really all we got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed this content. Thank you for joining us. We really weren't expecting anyone. This was just the easiest way to put out a video today since we didn't have anything filmed. So thank you for hopping on.
Yeah, and welcome this is going to be our studio. It's a work in progress. We just got the wall painted and threw the barrel head up here.
Yep.
But eventually there's going to be like a barrel stave wall behind us, and it's going to be all fancy and cool looking. But this is our first video in this space, and you guys are all here with us the first time. We appreciate that.
Yeah, thank you. I still am planning to do the giveaway when I hit 1,000 subscribers, and we're slowly climbing up there, over 700. So I appreciate the support.
That's awesome.
Thank you. We'll see you again soon. Cheers.